Artificial intelligence is becoming a part of our day-to-day lives more and more as the technology advances. Earlier today, a group of state lawmakers met to talk about how Idaho should navigate AI and what laws to consider next year. Jude Binkley joins us with a look at how tech will play a role in the next legislative session. Jude?
Well, Hunter, a group of lawmakers is part of a brand new committee called the Artificial Intelligence Working Group. That group is working to research and learn about AI, the interaction between it and Idaho law, and what they need to get on top of in the upcoming legislative session. Now, earlier this year, Idaho's legislature started tackling AI for the first time, passing laws about AI child porn, deep fakes and electioneering, and using AI media to threaten or intimidate someone. One of the recommendations legislators received today was to create an ethics dashboard to gauge how AI responds to ethical dilemmas. That's because an AI's response could be different depending on whether and what it knows about the user or who coded the technology. AI researcher Jim Berg says to not think of AI like a tool, but instead a brain.
Think of it as a person, unlike just a social media site. So its manipulation capability is going to be significantly higher when used nefariously, and it will be used nefariously. We know this just from history.
The National Conference of State Legislatures says 115 bills about AI were passed last year nationally, and many of them focused on how AI is used in government. The state's Office of Information Technology Services says one of the top priorities they would like to see is creating guidelines for government AI use and how state employees can or can't use AI. They say guidelines would help prevent data leaks, which is one of the chief concerns with the current AI landscape. Now, today was the second time this working group has met during the interim period between sessions, and Hunter, it sounds like they'll meet again in January to make some formal policy recommendations ahead of the start of this next legislative session.
Yeah, curious to see what comes out of session. Thank you, Jude.